Hey, and here we are. It's property finance Q&A time, and we go live at about 8:30 on Monday morning, and I'll answer a few questions on property finance. Why is that? Because I've had over 20 years of brokering every property finance type of thing, from simple buy-to-lets up to multi-million pound development loans. I jump on here. I go out on YouTube, and I nearly said Zoopla for a minute. YouTube, LinkedIn, and a couple of my Facebook pages, and people ask me questions about property finance, and I answer them, and it's pretty good. So what else? While I wait for you guys to come on and ask a question, what was going on last week? Well, hey, Saturday was a day. We had a fantastic summer barbecue down in Stratford-on-Avon. Lovely hotel, Crown Plaza. Gardens backing down to the river, but we had a whole bunch of people. Most, but not all, have been trained by me at various levels, whether it's Ninja Investor Program or further up. And what did we do? We just chatted property. We had a massive 5 hours plus of networking. I do this every 6 months. In the summer, we get together for a barbecue, and in the winter we get together in January. Don't have a barbecue then, and just spent all day chatting about property. We had long sessions, lovely 2-hour lunch, open air barbecue in the grounds of the hotel. And the weather was great, and we chatted loads about property. And I was only chatting to fewer people, so I can't tell you everything that was said. But everyone had a great time. Some really great comments. I might be able to find a few for you if I dig around. Let's have a look. See if I can find any. While I'm talking about that, we had Richard Drakes told us about how he gets into deals with very little money down, using exchange with delay completion. It was really good. I'm just picking out some of the comments. Here's just picking out this from Claire. Now, Claire hasn't done any training with me yet, although she might be doing something with me. She was, it was the first time there. I hadn't been to any of my events before. So let's have a look at this. Let's pop this in here. Here's what Claire wrote. So Claire said, a lovely networking event. Thank you for making me also feel so welcome. Wasn't sure what to expect, but you're also generous with your time and advice. Yeah, that was nice, wasn't it? And hey, Claire, I don't know whether you're watching this. I think you're probably on your way to work. If you watch the replay, really good to meet you too. Let's see if we've got any other comments. And you might find, where are these? Well, these are in the networking group that I have. So here's one from Kelly, actually. Kelly put some stuff in here now. Let's have a look. Pop that in there. There we are. So here's Kelly. She's a regular there. She comes to pretty much every one of these. She had, as always, absolutely loved the days. These are my favourite property events by far. Such a brilliant community. Kevin creates a wonderful life. Oh, thanks, Kelly. And the knowledge and experience is incredible. We run out a bit of, there's a bit more there. He said, thanks to each and every person I talked to. Yeah, there you go. Great stuff. Hey, what do you want to know? I'm going to be shutting down applications to be joining my Ninja Investor community. Now I've been running for the last couple of months, been running a series of BRR Summit events, and we've had some people jump on board. And let's just get rid of that. Yeah. So while I'm waiting for a question, what's happening over the next couple of weeks? So I'm about to close the doors on my training, my full flagship training program, Ninja Investor program. Had a bunch of people jump on during the summer or spring and summer. So what we're going to do is now we'll shut down in the next few days and focus the next 3 months on exclusively training those and the people that are already on board. And that's what I do. I don't think it's right for trainers to be just open all year round and endlessly taking on new people without the ability to support them. So I don't do that. I'm not open to taking on students all year round. I think that's the right way to do it. So that's, I'm going to talk to the final few people, got a few more spaces. Just want to get those people on board, and then we'll shut down for the summer and restart back in October. There we are. So I won't do another BRR event now until October the 4th actually. So I'll be telling you more about that as we go through the summer, because I'm still going to be coming on here on a Monday morning and answering your questions, because I think that's a nice thing to do. So maybe we're all a bit quiet this morning and not really got any questions, but I don't know. Hey, sometimes you have, sometimes you haven't. So I'm cool either way. So there we are. Met up with, what else did I do? Met up with my Ninja Achievers group last Tuesday. And this is my sort of mentoring intervention log. Now we've got Andrew. Andrew's in at my top level Ninja Achievers Mastery. So that includes on-site, or on pitch, should we say, on location event. So we popped up to a town in North Yorkshire to look at a property that Andrew's found and was interested to buy. It was a commercial property, and there was the opportunity to buy and convert the upper 2 floors. It was a 3-story property, upper 2 floors to residential flats. It's been on the market for several months. I was really interested in it because it looks a bit of hassle. But like pretty much every other deal, it works at the right price. So I've been working with Andrew since then, because this is my direct mentoring intervention with people. We've been looking at the numbers, talking with Andrew, and we worked out at the back end of the week the price that it actually works at. And we were speaking on Friday afternoon. He was going to actually go and offer that price. So I'll be checking up with Andrew this week to see how that got on. And this is what mentoring really is. It's not buying a course and leaving everyone to get on with it themselves. It's getting involved with their cases. Helping Cheryl last week as well. Cheryl jumped on board literally only a couple of weeks ago. Seriously, 2 weeks ago. And she's a fast starter. She's a fast starter. She's already out there sourcing. I say sourcing, finding. I'm not using it sourcing in that sense that people most use. She's found a couple of deals, working out the numbers, making her offers. And Cheryl was also at the barbecue on Saturday, and it was great to see her there. So she's she's making a very fast start, and that's always good. So we've got a question coming. Hey, while I'm chatting away here, have you got a question? If you have, pop it in the chat and I'll answer it. And Beverly's done just that. Hello, Beverly. Coming in through my Facebook page. I wondered if you could help. Well, I'm certainly going to try. I've seen a bungalow that I'd like to live in sometime in the next 2 or 3 years. And you'd rent it out until then. Okay, so that's a bit of future proofing, you might say. I've got around 100k of equity in my present home and 9 buy-to-lets with some equity in them. The price of the bungalow is 240. Would I need to sell a couple of rentals to be able to buy it? Well, that's a good question, isn't it? Now, and as often the answer is, well, that depends. So selling a couple of rentals would be easy because I'm guessing you've got mortgage on those 9 buy-to-lets. The question is, how much equity have you got in them? I'm guessing that quite a bit, because if you can sell a couple of them, and that would release 240,000, enough to buy it, well, that's probably a simple way to do it. Now, what else could you do? Well, I guess you could refinance those buy-to-lets, but then seeing you can only go up to 75%, you have to have a fairly chunky amount of equity in each of those 9 buy-to-lets to come up with 240. Now, of course, you don't actually need to do the whole amount, but yeah, I was thinking, yeah, because you can initially you can get a buy-to-let mortgage on it, so you'd only need 25%. So yeah, now what else could you do? You could talk to your main residence lender, your current main residence lender, see if you can get a further advance. Now, if it's your main residence, it's based on your income and expenditure. So if you haven't maxed out your borrowing, you need what, 60,000, wouldn't you, roughly, plus some stamp duty, of course. But yeah, so you could do that. But seeing if you could do further advances would be a good way to a first way to do it before you start selling. So if you went to your main residence lender and said, can I have a further advance? They may well do that. That's worth looking at. And if those 9 buy-to-lets are not at 75% now, because you've had some increase in those, you could take each and every one of them up to 75%. See if that would pull the required 60k or so. Yeah, so I think that would be the way to do it. Now, if you're going to do it within the next 2 or 3 years, now you're going to have to pay stamp duty with the extra 5%, but you should, if you may be able to get that back if you convert that into your main residence within 3 years. So bear that in mind as well, because your 5% is going to be about 12.5 grand, something like that, on a 240k purchase. So I'd be looking before you get down to selling a couple of rentals, then have your rental property in a couple of your portfolio. Check out the further advance thing, Beverly. That's what I do. Check out the further advance. Main resident first, because it sounds like that's where you got the chunkiest amount of money. And see how you get on with that. And maybe then if you don't do all of it, you could get part of the way, and then you'd only have to sell one of them to make up the balance of the money. Or you could take out a personal loan. Personal loans are available up to 25,000. Maybe you could do that. Yeah. So that would be a way of not having to sell any of your portfolio, which I guess you'd be reluctant to do. So yeah, there you go. Hopefully that helped. Feel free to let me know how you get on. Good, there we are. So thanks to Beverly for a question there. Anyone else got a question? Because but you better be quick, because I'm going to be off in a few minutes. Got lots of catch-up stuff to do today. I was away for part of last week, so there we are. You're most welcome, Beverly, and hope you're well. Good, excellent. So today's a bit of a this week's a bit of a non-eventful week in terms of that I'll be back just working in my office and strategizing and mopping up some loose ends, chatting to a few people to see if they want to take one of the remaining places on my Ninja Investor Program training. And there we are. So this is my deliberately my quiet season. So I make most of July, August, and a chunk of September free from running events. And by the time I get around to October, I'm going to be, I'm really looking forward to starting events again. And we'll do that in October, November, and then I'll shut down events again in December. And really for January and February too, I don't really do much on that because I've got a bunch of people that I took on in the autumn that I'm working with and supporting me. So it's essentially 3 months on, 3 months off type of situation. So, got another question? Better be quick because I'm going to start wrapping up. So a bit of a quiet one today. Well, it ebbs and flows in it. Sometimes I'm on. I think last week I was on for nearly an hour answering questions, but that's how it goes, and that's cool. I'm very cool with that. So I'm going to be back next Monday, and I'm going to do all of this again. And if you and hey, look, maybe you didn't catch the live one, but you caught the replay. So give me a hashtag replay to show that you've watched it, and I know you watched it. But I'm going to wrap up and crack on with my day. You have a great day too, and I'll be back next week. Great week, guys.